What's up, guys? This is Building a Million, one day at a time. It's a little noisy today. I'm working on an AC unit, getting it up and running in one of my apartment complexes. This is super crazy and it's kind of frustrating because this unit, I kicked it on and it wasn't working. It was heating up. I had this part right here, which is a sensor of removal for the fan, basically, so you don't get your fingers cut off. It was heating up to the point, well, when I kicked it on, popped the breaker, wouldn't work. Blew it out, got all the dust out of there. Turned it on again, it fired up, but that sensor was getting really hot. And to the point where it was melting. So I turned it off, I bypassed it, plugged it back in, and it fired right up, started running. I was a little nervous about it just because I didn't know if there's any underlying issues. Again, I'm not an electrician. I've just messed around with this kind of stuff for quite a while. And I do a lot of research online before I jump into stuff like that to see if there's any way to troubleshoot it before I spend any money hiring someone to do it. Well, so even though I got it running and it was working, I didn't dare leave it on with me not here overnight, so I unhooked it and left it, called a AC heating guy. They came out today and guess what they did? The exact same thing I did. So they just cut this out, bypassed it, which this is a fail-safe to protect you. So it's not necessary for the machine to work, but it is necessary to protect you. If you don't know what you're doing, you could lose some fingers if you didn't do this properly, now that it's not on there. But he just bypassed it. Obviously it's working now, you can hear it running, we're getting cold air. But it cost me, first they told me $38 for him to come out and diagnose. So he came out and diagnosed. Basically he diagnosed exactly what I told him, which was frustrating, but that's his job. But after that, he then just bypassed that wire with a wire that I already previously had here, because I used it to bypass it as well. He snipped it out and put it in officially, which I could have done, but he did it because he was here. And to do that, he ended up charging me $113. He was here, he was late, by the way. They told me he'd be here from 1 to 3. He got here about 4 o'clock, and it's about 5 now. So he was here for about an hour. Most of that was just talking to me, waiting, and I get charged $113. Now, is that horrible? No, it's not. It's working. You know, they're liable now for if it starts on fire, they're liable for it. I'm not, they're insured. But it is something that I did myself and I could have saved $113. So again, being a landlord, there is a lot of underlying costs that most landlords don't think about, or people don't think about when they're getting into buying rentals. And a lot of people are buying rentals now, trying to supplement their income. But know that there are these underlying costs. If I wouldn't have played with this and figured it out on my own, was able to relay that information to this repair guy, it probably would have taken him another hour at charging me whatever, $90 an hour to do that. So it should have cost me $200. Instead it cost me $113. Again, he didn't do anything I didn't already do, which is kind of frustrating, but he's insured. If something does happen now, it's covered by them, they're liable, I'm not. And so things to think about as you're getting into becoming a landlord. There's a lot of issues that are underlying that are going to cost you money to where you may not make as much money as you think being a landlord. So if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe, like if you like this video down below. This is Building a Million, one day at a time. We'll catch you next time.